Hey Pash fam, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna kind of do like a hodgepodge plan with me because I asked you what you wanted to see me film or what kind of spreads you'd like me to see, and I got a lot of requests for health and fitness type of spreads, like how to track your workouts and how to track your food journal and all of that stuff. There's a Zulu who might join us. I just heard her meowing at me, so be ready for that. And I thought, like it would be fun to do like a full-blown spread with the washi tape and everything, but I thought it also might be fun to start off just showing what stickers I do offer that are health and fitness related and how you can combine them into your planner. So I was kind of thinking of doing like two types of spreads. They're not going to be completely they're not going to be completely complete or, like a whole spread whatever mapped out, but just different ways that you can use these stickers in your planner already. So I thought I would do like two versions. Do like one version where you have like a separate planner dedicated just to health and fitness. You have like your regular planner and then you have your health and fitness planner. For those that use two planners, I used a compact, a small planner, passion planner for a really long time as my health and fitness planner, and it was really nice. But if you know me, I struggle with using multiple planners, so it worked and it didn't work. It tended to be more work, hi Zulu, setting it up than I like actually ended up using it sometimes, and sometimes I'd be so busy that I didn't have time to set it up and then it was just a mess. So I want to do kind of that version, and then I want to do a version with like tips and tricks on how to fit health and fitness tracking into your planner that's already full. Just some different ideas, and it's gonna be tricky. This is kind of the hard part with like filming Plan With Me's and like offering planner sticker advice, is everyone's planner is completely different and uniquely theirs, and it's hard to just be like, this is what you do and you're done, because people have to use their planners for different ways. So I thought it'd be fun to just kind of show tips and tricks on how you can use these stickers to fit into your already really crazy busy schedule. So I do have a couple that I want to show, and I know if this is a little too salesy, again, you don't have to use stickers, you can draw it all in, but but that's going to be time consuming too. So they go hand in hand. And yes, these are my stickers and this is my YouTube channel, so of course I'm going to talk about them, but they're tools to help you use your planner better. This isn't a health and fitness planner, so let's make it one. So first things first, let's kind of go into just like a full-blown fitness planner if you're like just using your planner for that. So I do have a couple options. First thing is this weekly prep checklist. This was actually one of my very first designs. So it's so funny to like, I don't know, print it out and cut it and look at it, because I don't generally use it anymore, but like it was one of my very first sticker designs. And what I really like about it is it's not so in your face, like fitnessy. I guess it kind of is with the weekly weigh-in, but I like that it has a little my fitness goal and my health and nutrition goal. I'm the type of person, like, I mean, we're all trying to, eat better and be healthy and, treat our bodies the way they want to be treated. I'm not one to weigh myself anymore. I just think that for me, it mentally affects me. So I don't weigh myself. I just try to eat healthy and exercise and then just love my body for what it is. And, if I lose 5 pounds and I'm thrilled, great, and if I am thrilled with my current weight, that even better. It's just I try not to weigh myself, but I know that is an important factor for some people in their weight loss journey or their fitness journey, their health journey, whatever. So it's there, so you can use it or you don't have to use it. I also have this sticker separately. So another fun one is this macro tracker, which is a fun little, or it's a popular, it's still in, right? People still track their macros. And it just has a little section for you to track your carbs, fats, protein, and then as well as your goals. Because sometimes it's hard to fit that into your layout. So this is kind of an option that, like, if you're not using these sections, at least the personal to-do list, the work to-do list, and the space of infinite possibilities, these are great stickers to fill that space with something you'll actually use. Especially, I know a lot of people struggle with the space of infinite possibilities. I'm using them to cover the to-do list, but you can easily use them over here too. So it's really just about finding the space, like making room for what you need to track. Do you really need a personal to-do list? Can you fit that someplace else? That's gonna be the secret to all of this. Okay, other options. I have so many stickers surrounding me. It's slightly overwhelming. Another option for fitting in extra space is this space right here. So you've already seen in my past videos, let's see, here we go. This is a good empty spread. The blank good things. You can use that for if you do weigh yourself every day, for your dinner plans, for your workout routine, for a little jot of gratitude or an affirmation or something. So that's a good option. Another sticker that I feel like doesn't get enough credit is my sleep and habit tracker, which is a great option. Again, if you don't use this space. So you can just kind of cover it up over this. And I mean, obviously getting enough sleep is an important step in living a healthier lifestyle. So you have that to help keep track of, you know, did you sleep really good? And then you can be like, okay, I slept really poorly last night. Like, so therefore my workout wasn't as good and I wanted to eat chocolate cake for dinner and that was my day. And you can kind of, you know, it gives you the overall picture of how your week went when you go back through and you're like, what happened here? And you can be like, oh, I slept like poop. So, and then it also has a little habit tracker, so you can use the habit tracker for, did you drink enough water? You know, did you get all of your servings of vegetables? Did you stretch? Did you exercise? Did you, you know, meditate? Things like that. So other options for when you're, you know, now you're in like this bulk space. So what I like to do when I used my planner as a health and fitness planner was this was where I wrote down a majority of my food journals. So I have these breakfast, lunch, dinner stickers and snacks. Don't forget about snacks. And I would just break those out. You know, I would divide it up. That way I had plenty of room for writing down my meals, because meals take up a lot of space, and that's where things definitely get a little tricky. Where is my spatula? There we go. So yeah, I would, you know, you could either put it on the timeline of when you ate your breakfast, so like, you know, you're eating your breakfast at 7 or whatever, which is also, you know, an important thing. If you're doing intermittent fasting, you could use these meal breaks for, okay, I broke my fast at 7, so I have to stop eating, you know, at 6 or whatever, you know, your schedule is. I'm not super up to date on intermittent fasting, but you know what I'm trying to say here. So then you could put down your lunch, write down like a little space for that. Let's just put our dinner at 6. Let's throw in a snack too. And a snack at 3. So what you could do is you wrote down the specific times you ate, and then you can write down, you know, I had oatmeal or whatever. Or let's say like you are a really busy person and you actually need your hourly timeline and you need all this space in between. At least you have that broken down when you ate, because sometimes that's important in your health and fitness journey as well. So that's a great idea, and that's really how I used mine. So I just, you know, would go Sunday through Saturday and have all my meals written out. You can also track your water. And one fun thing about these little water trackers is they do fit over the today's focus section. They're just not as long. They're tall wise, they fit, but they're not as long width wise, if you can see right there, because of the hourly timeline right there, because they're meant to fit in this space. So they're just a little short that way. So you could even, you know, if you wanted to say the today's focus, you can even fit it so it says today's focus and then it's just right justified instead of left justified, if that Makes sense. And then another sticker that's helpful, again, we're all about saving space and then using the freed up space or the space that you do have to the best of its abilities. That's like my thing with my passion planner, is like, how can I make the most out of every single, you know, millimeter of this planner to make it work for me and make it visually appealing. So there's also this healthy lifestyle sticker. So it takes up 2 hours on your timeline. So it has your water, it has your sleep if you are trying to keep track of your sleep, and then it has if you take your vitamins, your supplements, your medication, whatever it is you need in the morning and at night if you have to take it at both times. So like I said, it just takes up this little section, and I always like to put it at the bottom. That was my thing. So another tip for fitting in everything is like, okay, when does your planner technically start? When do you start your day? Do you start your day at 9? Do you start your day earlier? Can you, you know, dedicate, you know, the bottom 2 hours of your planner to this water tracker instead of just like coloring it gray for sleep? You know, something like that. So try to like break free of the hourly timeline constraints and use the space where there isn't anything for something that you could actually use. And I know this is going to be a full-blown, like, decked out, like, how to use your planner as a health and fitness planner, but we're rolling with it. So let's see, let's put those away. So another couple of stickers. Here's another. This one's a big one, but it's kind of cool. So these are my have to-do list covers. I have a bunch of options for these. So this is the exercise one. I have like a morning routine one, an affirmation, a gratitude. I have, you know, just check boxes. You know, there's a bunch of different options, and the fun part is like you can kind of piece together what you want to, again, make your planner work for you. So it fits either half of the to-do list boxes. So that's kind of handy if like you still need a to-do list. You could white out or washi tape over the work to-do list, do a half exercise, and then still have a to-do list section, because sometimes you don't need all that space. You just need a little chunk, you know, so it just fits just like that. And then you still have your to-do list, but you also have exercise. Now the hard part is like, okay, you exercise Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Like this is definitely more of like a body exercise or like weights or something like that. Like it's not so much a cardio thing, which is fine. So you can either, like I said, you can put them lined up like this. So let's say you work out like Wednesday, you do like some sort of weightlifting thing, and Friday you do some sort of weightlifting thing. I know this isn't gonna look the most glamorous, but you can use your imagination and see how it kind of works out. So you have this space, and I mean you could flip it over here too to put one on Monday or whatever. So you have this extra space to write down your exercises without taking away from your hourly timeline. But let's say like you have this planner dedicated just to health and fitness. They'll also fit up here. Boom. So if you need, again, if you need it, it's there. You know, the nice part is some things for Passion Planner fit in multiple places, and then sometimes they don't at all. And this is one of those instances where you can kind of move it around. You know, it can go over here. I don't think it fits absolutely perfectly, but I think it goes down a little bit, but you get the idea. Again, if you're not, you know, if you don't need the quote and it covers that up, then you're good. So that's, you know, another option. Let's see, what else do I have? Okay, so then let's say you don't have a lot of space. Again, you're trying to use your planner for you're one planner person. You're like me, you're one planner person. There's also these cardio and fitness trackers. There's just cardios, there's just fitness, there's a steps one, and there's a weight one for if you are trying to track your weight. These just take up 1 hour in your hourly timeline. And so, you know, you just put it where you work out, and you can write down like, okay, today was leg day, today was arms and back or whatever. And again, just like the water trackers, you can use them in your today's focus. Sorry, placing stickers and talking is really hard Ian is always like trying to get on me for that, and it's still hard. I still can't talk and place the sticker at the same time. So that's another option. So as you can see, you can kind of place things together and go from there. So let's dive in, and I'm just gonna make a planner spread, but I hope this was some good tips and tricks on how you can fit things in different places. So I'm gonna make a planner spread, and I have an idea in my head, and so that's why I want to do it, is I want to try this idea out, because a lot of the times I just kind of dive into these videos and see what happens, because if I overthink it, then I'm gonna get all nervous that I'm gonna forget something. So let's make a pretty spread and see what it looks like, because there's something I want to do that I think might be really helpful for people. And so I'm gonna go right in and get some washi tape out, and I'm gonna kind of try to hurry this, because I've realized that my camera battery, I mean, playing with these take a really long time, so I'm not necessarily blaming the camera battery, but it only lasts about 2 hours, and then it needs to be charged again. So let's whip this thing out. Okay, so one thing I want to try, I've gone ahead and done this, and it kind of just came to me as an idea, is let's say you are trying to track what you eat. Like I said earlier, writing down your food, like, it does take up a lot of space. And so one thing that I thought that might be really helpful is to use this bottom section as your food journal. Now I know it can kind of get tricky, and that's the hard part about weekly planners, is like sometimes there's so much you want to fit into one space, but this is all you've got. You know, I always used to joke that like I needed a planner that like was a pop-up book that like could unfold like a map almost, so I had enough space to fit everything I needed in there. And so I get how it can be a little frustrating trying to fit everything in. So what I have is these Space of Infinite Possibilities dot grid covers. And so what I'm kind of thinking is, and again, this is one of those things that like, if you're not already using this space, then it's perfect. But if you already use this space for something, it might get a little tricky. So this is my best advice to those that have really full weekly spreads and they're still trying to fit more in, is like, what do you really have to write down in here? Do you have to write down your breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks? Like, let's say you eat oatmeal every day for breakfast, and you've had oatmeal every day for breakfast for the past 6 months. Do you really need to write down that you had oatmeal for breakfast, you know? Or if this is a health and fitness journal, and the area that you struggle in is you're a snacker, and you know you're eating Cheetos and I'm trying to think of another unhealthy snack, I don't know, sticks of butter, and you're not following keto or something, and that's where you struggle. Okay, maybe just write down your snacks. You know, do you have to write down your breakfast if you have the same breakfast every day? Okay, that gives you an hour back on your timeline, because you don't need to write down that you had oatmeal for breakfast. If you struggle with having inconsistent dinners, okay, track your dinner, because that's where the issue lies. I know it's really satisfying because you want to write down that you had oatmeal every day for breakfast. I get that, but like if you're struggling for space, oh, Zulu brought us. Thank you. She brought us a ball. Thank you so much. She also does this to me at 3 in the morning. She'll bring me this, it has like little bells in it, and she loves them. And she doesn't necessarily want me to throw them. She just, you know, wants to know that she's providing for me. I appreciate it. You know, and they're a low-calorie snack. So, here we go. Too funny. And then another thing, you know, piece of advice is a lot of people tend to track their work hours, and they'll block out 9 to 5. Let's see, where's 5? There we go. This much of their day, and they just, you know, color block at work. That's a good chunk of space that you could use for something to help you towards your goals. That's where all of your meal plan could fit. Do you really have to track 9 to 5's your work, Monday through Friday? you know, is that necessary? Can that space be better used for something else? So yeah, using the space of infinite possibilities and the to-do list sections for something, you know, better suited for you, instead of using your 9 to 5 as a pink time block, put your weekly to-do list in those sections and use the to-do list space down here for something better. So it's all just about condensing things to take up minimal space, and then, you know, giving where you can give. Not tracking you had oatmeal for breakfast. Things like that. Yeah, you are absolutely ridiculous. So this is my video. Here's my final planner spread. Thank you for coming. Yep, she agrees. Thank you, Zulu. Thank you. Okay, so what I'm thinking could be a fun space down here is if you do want to track your, can I move this? We'll move it right there. I still appreciate that. If you do want to have a really extensive food journal, you can use this section because it's already kind of broken up for you. So what I'm kind of thinking is just using the hourly timeline. And I haven't actually done this in real life, so if it turns out terrible, we're gonna find out together. Okay, so here's kind of what I was envisioning. See how you can just follow the hourly timelines and they just divide up perfectly on their own, and then you have this extra section. You could use this for an extra to-do list if that's what you need, because again, this is your planner. You don't have to write breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, because you know breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. Like, you know the order it goes in. But I just wanted to label it because it's pretty. And then I ended up with an extra section. I could have made some of these even bigger to have more space to write in what I ate. So I was just like, let's just make it like a little mood tracker. Or you could do like, let's say you're doing an elimination diet because, you know, you're trying to figure out something your body doesn't digest well, doesn't like. So you could be like, okay, how did this meal make me feel? And you could write down, you know, when you're trying to reintroduce things like, okay, this, you know, lunch had gluten in it and I felt horrible or whatever. So it kind of gives you the freedom to customize it exactly however you need it customized, without like constricting you to like, this is exactly how it has to be. So I hope that gives you some inspiration if you don't use this space, or if you could take what's already in this space and move it elsewhere. You know, again, it's making it your own. I did forget to mention as I was drawing this out that I have another sticker that's a little helpful, and it's these meal plan stickers. There's a breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then there is also a breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks version too. And when I designed this sticker, again, it was about trying to compact as much information in as little and small of a space as I possibly could, with still giving you enough room to actually write down what you're eating. So the nice part is, I'm gonna do it up here, so just because I already have, and I know we're like double meal planning here, but just bear with me, okay? I kind of want to show what I'm talking about. Let's move it down one. So the nice part is it does cover up the hourly timeline, so you know breakfast, lunch, dinner, and it still gives you enough space to write it in, because if I moved it over and didn't cover the timeline, it would condense you with even less space to write in your meals. So it's kind of, you know, a nifty little sticker. Because it gives you, again, all the space you need without taking up too much space, all at the same time. So I'm actually just gonna go ahead and put these straight across. This was one of the stickers I used religiously for a very long time. And then it also kind of goes into, okay, do you actually need to use your planner as a meal planner? Can you use an app instead? And while I love, you know, like MyFitnessPal and apps like that, one thing that can be a little bit of a struggle is like, it's hard to see how you ate in the long run of things, you know, like you really only see the day of, like while you're writing it down. And so it's nice to look back and have like a full view of your week and see, you know, where the little, you know, pitfalls happened. Is that even a word? And you can be like, oh look, like I ate a block of cheese every day for snack time. Like that might be why I'm not hitting my goals, or things like that. Or like the weekends, for example, Zulu. The weekends, for example, tend to be, you know, tricky for most of us because that's when, you know, friends want to go out to dinner or your family wants to have game night or things like that, and you have those little slip-ups. So again, I know it's a little repetitive, but I just kind of wanted to show you what this looks like. And again, you can move it up to cover this 6 hour. I just wanted to show you what it looked like. Yeah. You too, Zulu. Thank you for helping. Thank you for helping. Just trying to plan around a cat. So that's kind of what that looks like. So I hope that inspires you. So then you have, again, you know, this takes up 1, 2, 3, 3.5 hours of the times. So then you still have this chunk to use your planner for. So you could get, you know, the hourly timeline covers if you wanted, you know, instead of it to start at 10 or 9:30 or whatever, you could re-hour your timelines and have this top section be completely dedicated to, you know, your health and fitness stuff. You could even fit in like, let's just do this really quick and I'm gonna show you something even better. As I lay down stickers completely crooked. And then another fun sticker I have is these self-care trackers, and whether, you know, there's an AM or a PM, if you need to, you know, track that morning and night. Like let's say like flossing your teeth or whatever. Do people floss their teeth mornings and nights? I feel like they do. I don't. But I feel like that's a thing. Or like your skincare routine, or, you know, cuddling cats, or whatever your self-care thing is. So sometimes it's just nice to add that in. Okay, so another thing you can do to just fit in some more thing is, you know, I think I was saying even in my last plan with me when we did this spread, is using that noon gray line, use that to divide your planner. So everything before noon is your health and fitness planner related, and then everything after that is, you know, your day-to-day life stuff. And I know this can be a little tricky, especially if you have specific scheduled appointments and you use your planner as an hourly timeline planner and you do a lot of time blocking. I get where it can get a little tricky, but that's just another option of using this top half for your health and fitness and this bottom half, you know, for your general life stuff. And, you know, whether that's getting the hourly timeline stickers that only cover, you know, 12:30 to 10:30 and re-houring those, you know, so it only goes every hour instead of by every half hour, and, you know, reutilizing the planner as your own. I know that like completely redesigns it and you're like, why am I even using a passion planner then? You know, if that works for you, then that works for you. So like I did with here, you know, I used that 12 o'clock hour, that noon hour, put all of my task word bars. So I have this huge space, so much space to write down all of my to-do lists where I probably don't even need the to-do list down here. And if I got rid of these meal plans, because I'm tracking my meals down here, I would have even more space. You know, I could even fit all of my water trackers. Where did my waters go? There we go. Up here in the today's focus section. So it's, you know, sometimes I know it's a little hard to envision. So if you are struggling with having a very full weekly layout and you're trying to fit in your health and fitness goals, I would love to help you. Send me pictures of your planner spread and I'll recreate it for you and try to help you find the space that you need that you might not know you have. And since we have it, let's go ahead and throw in a sleep and habit tracker. And I was thinking while I was laying down all those water trackers, again, you could use this space for something else too. You could use this space to track all of your workouts, you know, your exercise. If these stickers don't work for you, you know, and I don't know why, but for whatever reason they don't work for you, you can use these sections for different things. You could use them to write down your exercise routine, your Apple Watch, your steps, you know, a little gratitude section. Again, move your to-do list down here. There's flexibility in all of this, and I know it's a lot of stickers, but stickers make people happy. Boom, look at that spread. So I hope, again, this helps inspire you for different ways you can use your planner for health and fitness. It's just, again, prioritizing what really needs to get tracked. What really do you need to include in your planner? Can it move? Can it be something else? Can it take up less space? That's my best advice. And then, again, you can't go wrong with stickers because they're there for you and they're already done and you don't have to draw it out, and it's going to save you time in the long run. So I hope this helps inspire you. If you're still struggling, if you're like, Chelsea, this won't work for me at all, again, I want so badly to do a Chelsea planner makeover. That's like my 2021 bucket list, and no one has reached out to me to have them redo their planner spread as a Chelsea version. And I just think it'd be so fun to give more real life examples, because it is hard, because I know how to plan my life. I don't know how to plan your life, and I get some very specific planner video requests where I'm like, I don't know how to do that because that's not my life. I need to see visual examples. So if you're struggling, please send me pictures of your planner spread. You can blur things out. I won't share personal information, whatever, we'll work it out, just so that I can see your planner and then I can actually recreate it and hopefully help you and help other people too. So someone send me your planner so I can do a makeover. That's what I really want to do. And you know, this is my version of a very thorough health and fitness planner. I mean, look at, we're tracking meals twice in here. And as always, please like and subscribe to this video and my YouTube channel. And if you could leave a comment or an emoji or something, that would be amazing. It really will help my channel. And you know, if you want a video suggestion, please leave them. Like I said in my last video, I'm not using my passion planner, but I still want to provide, you know, advice and tools and tips and tricks for you guys to help you use your planners to the best of their abilities. So if there's something you're struggling with or a video you would like to see, please let me know in the comments and I will add it to my film list and get that filmed for you. I will see you guys next time. Bye!